So Kevin went to a sitter from the time he was 8 weeks old. We had to go to the doctor to get a physical to go to the new daycare. The doctor, he said, well, there's something in his eye, but he's like, I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to send you to a pediatric ophthalmologist. He checked him out, and he really just said, well, you know, I think I want you to see a specialist. He said, your appointment will be in a week or two. Call back this afternoon, and I'll tell you when your appointment is. I called, and he said, oh, your appointment is tomorrow. They had an opening, so we wanted to get you in.
Within a matter of a few hours, my son had an MRI, he had a CAT scan, and he was admitted into the hospital.
They removed his eye on January 30th, the next day.
It was a long night, a very long night.
Kind of once they took the eye out, you know, okay, he's okay, and then you go back in 3 months and you worry, are they gonna find something?
I was so young, I just thought everyone, you know, had surgery like this, you know, everyone wore goggles. That was just life for me.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, the entire family is impacted by the diagnosis. What's really important is to have a place to go, to share what you're going through, to find other people who are like you, and to be able to find hope and to be able to find their way in a path of cancer that's very confusing and very unsettling.
Well, my personal experience with cancer services starts with Camp Care. Probably went until my third camp when I realized that, you know, it was for kids with cancer diagnosis. I was just going to camp with my sister. I became, I guess, more aware of all that they did and, you know, why they were so important pretty much when I started high school. Cancer services and Camp Care especially, they serve to empower the kids like, hey, you can do anything you want to do. This is just a minor obstacle in your life. You know, this isn't going to be what defines you.
After he graduated in May, you know, he really was like, oh, not too much you can do during the summer. So he said, I think I'm going to call Cancer Services.
When I was in camp, I just remember, you know, I loved my counselors, man. My counselors were the coolest people in the world. So it meant a lot for me to come back and sort of, you know, give other kids who pretty much were me, you know, when I was that young, to give kids that same experience.
You know, my son was 3 when he had cancer. Now he's thriving at 22, so it just shows that, you know, good things are possible.
I try to hold the torch for lots of people who weren't as lucky as me. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, around the country didn't, you know, have a support system as strong as Cancer Services in Baton Rouge. From then on, it kind of made sense for me to go full throttle in everything I did. We're getting ready for the big move up to Boston next week. My dad always taught me to go for new experiences, step outside your comfort zone, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good experience.
Kevin has served as a source of hope for children now who are going through their own struggles, and he's an inspiration to us all here at Cancer Services.